pretty sick right now. I'm trying to get through this. Okay, so I'm gonna look at that email right now. I saw it come through. I just haven't clicked on it yet. The other Sunbelt. All right. I took it off the website. No, I think we're shipping out all of those sealed. I am like deadly tired. I am sick. I'm way more sick than I was yesterday. I'm going to try to get through these breaks that we have posted, but as for the personals, we are shipping them out. If you don't like that, I can refund it. It's totally fine. Normally, I would definitely do that for everyone. I know several people bought stuff, but I am like super not feeling good today. So I'm going to try to do my best to get through this as much as possible, as best as I can, but I am like really rough right now. I pretty much didn't get out of bed until like 7:30, and I had to like pull myself out to like try to get ready. Respectfully. All right, let me just see what you were saying real quick. This is too much thinking. I can't even think about this. This is too much thinking. It was a crazy day of college football. All right. Guys, we're going to jump right on into this. Like I said, I am like rough. I'm going to try to do my best to get through this. I greatly apologize. Like, I'm sick. The show must go on. However, it is going to be a miserable show. Like, I'm just calling it like it is. Bone Chrome U footballs, we're wiping them out. 3, 4, 5. I should be able to get through that. I doubt we get to these Top Chrome Update baseball series. I'm just assuming that I'm going to feel like absolute crap by the time we get through 3 hobby cases. So, just a heads up on those. And I will leave these personal boxes available probably today and tomorrow. But we will ship them out to you guys sealed. And I still have boxes and stuff, rolling into next week. So if you wanted some ripped live, that's totally fine. If not, but we can ship them out to you sealed on Monday. But we can still have some fun here. But do bear with me here because I am running on absolute fumes. That's just part of being a business owner, and the way I have my business structured. It's like, I feel like I'm good enough to get through this, but we shall see. I literally was in bed though from the time that I woke up until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Laying in literally one spot. But I am going to see what I can do. I did take a little bit of medicine. But I I'm going downhill for sure. Worse than yesterday. All right, here we go. First break of the night, 2024 Bone Chrome U Football Hobby Case number 3. Only a couple spots left in the other hobby cases. Plenty of boxes available on the website. Pretty cheap, guys. Probably going to be pretty difficult to find them cheaper anywhere else. So if you are in the business of buying some Bone Chrome U football, why not get it right here, right now from us? We shipped out 2 sealed on Monday. We got Hobby, we got Monster, we got Breakers Delight. And we will have more breaks posted for next week too. I expect. I haven't done it yet, so I gotta. Hopefully, I feel a little bit better tomorrow to get the Bowman draft breaks. I'm gonna post up Bowman draft tomorrow night, Sunday at 9 Eastern on the website. That's been my plan all along. It's getting to be a little bit of a wishful thinking, not feeling so well, but that is still my game plan. Is to post up 2024 Bowman Draft Baseball Sunday at 9. At that point, I may just post up some other breaks too, because it's mostly going to be a lot of Bowman Draft. But then I wanted to post up. Oh yeah, probably not. I'll probably have to post up the rest of the breaks on Monday night because I know because I want to post up more Bowman Chrome U football breaks, Hobby, Jumbo, and Breaker Delight. However, I am going to do a little bit of a pricing restructure now that we have some more data to go off of. So just a little FYI. Some teams may come out of the combos. Some teams may get put into combos. So it will be different the way I have it structured from this release week till next week. But next week is going to be Bone Chrome U football and Bowman Draft is going to be Bowman Draft Baseball is going to be the big products that we're breaking next week. We do have some other products that I plan on posting, but I really gotta kind of watch how much we post, because between draft and Bone Chrome U, it's going to be another big sorting week for Austin. So he's not going to be going live because there's no way we're going to be able to have him go live and get all the sorting done. So just a little FYI there. No daytime breaks this upcoming week either. So Austin can focus on sorting more Bowman Chrome U and Bowman Draft. Alright. I sound terrible. I didn't sound like this not too long ago, so that's not good, but I do want to talk a little college football while we're breaking this. I don't want to be just mute. If I start really not feeling well and I go mute, you know why. So Miami loses to Syracuse. That was going to be a tough game. I mean, they go up by 21 points. You think it's going to be a blowout, and Syracuse comes back to win the game. Pretty on par with how Miami has played this year. Their defense is atrocious. And, couldn't quite slip past Syracuse in this one. So it's going to be what? Clemson and SMU, which give me SMU. They beat Cal by quite a bit. I did watch that game. or the vast majority of it. They beat them by quite a bit, but SMU was just... They had a great first quarter. They went up 21-0 first quarter, and then after that, it was like super dry until kind of the crap time at the end of the fourth quarter. But they had a great first quarter, and then after that, it was like they couldn't move the ball. They had like 16 or 17 penalties. They did not look as good as they've done in the past several games. But I still give me SMU over Clemson in the ACC championship. Clemson takes a close loss to South Carolina. I was all over that South Carolina and Clemson game, but South Carolina did have to come back to win. Oh, dang. Everything ships, everything ships, everything ships. Tyler Van Dyke, Wisconsin, base auto. My man, Garrett Green to $2.99. Not really my man. Refractor auto, West Virginia. West Virginia had a terrible outing today against Texas Tech, which I knew we would. I knew that was coming. I saw the line. Texas Tech was only favored. It was like -3 or something. I forget exactly what it was because it wasn't even on my radar because I can't bet against West Virginia. I'll never do it. But $2.99 Evans, Notre Dame. But I knew it was going to be an absolute bloodbath. It wasn't even going to be close. And that's exactly what happened. Texas Tech. That's crazy. I'm not even going to say his name. Right there he is to 150. Riley Leonard in Notre Dame. Awesome. Awesome. Nico in Tennessee had to come back to win against Vandy, which this Vandy team isn't the Vandy that we know in the past, but still, nonetheless, you know. And then let's talk about the big game. Okay. Keeley to 199 blue. Let's talk about the big game, okay? Ohio State, Michigan, okay? I was on the Ohio State side, -19.5. You look at that game, Michigan, definitely better. I mean, they're still losing, but, like, the team looked better past several games. That offense is crazy. The fact that they lost that game whenever their quarterback only threw like 60 yards or something is like crazy. But well, I would still pick Ohio State in that spot. You know, any time I would pick that team in that spot every single time. But again, it's a rivalry game. You got to factor that in, and I factored it in just on the wrong side, saying, hey, they've lost 3 in a row. There's no way Day's going to let Ohio State lose to him again. And just kind of because, although, let's face it, he's a good coach. Well, I don't know. There's some stories that came out to kind of say he's kind of shitty. But nonetheless, he wins football games. But he just can't beat Michigan. And it is just unreal. That game, Michigan beating them there. I mean, it's just unreal. Unreal. Ohio State, Michigan played terrible. They played a terrible game of football. Ohio State was actually moving the ball. Field goal, what? He missed Kicker missed 2 field goals. It's just unreal how that game went. Like, there's no words. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm sure it was plus a good amount, probably like plus 400 or 500. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, and I got sidetracked. He's got to go. As an Ohio State head football coach, he's got to go. That's what every Ohio State fan is saying on social media. He's absolutely got to go. There's no doubt about it. He's got to go. But it is wild that's, you know, because I'm over here, West Virginia fan, and I'm like, that is crazy, right? How can we get Neil Brown out of here? But yeah, he's done. There's just no way around it. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, I think, I don't know. As an outsider looking in on that game, Michigan, I saw some of the interviews. I forget, I think it was that Mullings running back maybe that did the one interview saying, it's like shitty how they like couldn't take a loss there. But, Michigan was kind of, anybody that plays football, a big rivalry game like that, your season on the line essentially, and you lose like that, there's going to be emotions. And Michigan, I would have been fighting too. If I was on Ohio State, I'd be fighting. Mason Taylor, base auto for LSU. Michigan was doing some disrespectful stuff too. It wasn't all Ohio State. TJ Finley, green to 99, Western Kentucky auto. I would have been throwing some punches. I saw the pepper spray. I think I don't have we ever seen football players get pepper sprayed like that? I've never seen it. Has that ever happened? Does anybody know? Anybody see anybody talking about that? Miami to 375. I do think that it was starting to get out of control though. I mean, I saw the pepper spray. I'm not saying I'm for or against it. I don't know if I'm for or against it. I think I'm against it because that's like wild. But at the same time, there was no containing them at that point. They were on the field doing that for minutes. It was going on for so long. And it's like, what else do you expect them to do? Daniels to 275. Again, I don't like it. But I don't know. I'm thinking as, police standpoint, literally they've been trying to break it up for minutes. Every time they get these guys broken up, these guys are going at it. I mean, it is going on for a long time. A long time. And they had to do something to get them under control. Again, I don't think I agree with it, but at the same time, like, that's a scary spot there, People rushing the field, players on the field, police. There's multiple different fights going on. Graham to 175, Michigan. It's, you got to get contained of that pretty quick. But yeah, I've never seen that. I don't know. I mean, take the loss and get off the field for sure, but again, I don't know. I feel like Michigan has some responsibility in that too. I'm sorry, but I'm not allowing somebody, regardless of them winning or not, I'm not allowing somebody to take their flag and plant it on my field. No way in hell. I'm fighting. It wasn't just take the loss and get off. It was like they were trying to be, do some disrespectful stuff. Obviously, emotions are already high. They just took the L. They're going to do something about it. So I think it's unreal to expect them not to retaliate whenever that's going on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think both coaching staffs did a terrible job of how they handled the end of that game. Because it wasn't like there was a walk-off field goal and then it was like you had no time to like prepare. That Michigan sideline and that Ohio State sideline, both of them, hey, get these guys off the field. Knowing the rivalry and all this and that, they had time to say, hey, as soon as this last play is over, get them off the field. No one comes to the middle. We just need to get off the field. I think both sides handled that very poorly. There was plenty of time to figure out and let everybody know what was going on. But I was going to say about, so obviously Clemson takes the L at South Carolina, which I felt like was going to be the case. It wasn't like an easy one. You had to come back from behind and score a touchdown late in the fourth to win it. But now it's going to be Clemson SMU. Which I think if it's Clemson, Miami, although Miami does what Miami does all year long, and then they finally, well, not just finally, they already had a loss, but finally catches up to them here. But I feel like Miami, I feel like if you're SMU, I would rather have Clemson. I'd rather be facing Clemson. But what I was saying about SMU earlier was they just Iowa 150. They wasn't it his dad was like, what was it? His dad missed an Ohio State game for the first. What was that? Did I see? I saw that there was a couple different scuffles at the end, and I saw there was that one. I saw the Arizona State getting into it a little bit. Whenever you're trying to plant something in somebody's midfield, it's going down. Purdue, base auto. Chandler Rogers got in for Cal today, ended up getting hurt. But SMU Cal, yeah, I don't think I like SMU to win it, but really after watching today's game, they were like 399. Dylan Gabriel, it was like just a whole team of All Americans the first quarter, and then after that they just like plateaued. But I don't know. I like them. It's fun to ride that out, ride that SMU wave, Pony Express wave, 375 Trey Moore, Texas. So I like SMU there, but what I was going to say too about Ohio State. Ohio State, Jenkins for Houston, gold shimmer to 50. Ohio State, Michigan, exactly what I said yesterday that they couldn't have happened. Garbers to 125, and again, similar to Miami, where their tendencies on throughout the season finally caught up to them here. They start the game off super slow. They start off slow, and then they just couldn't ever. I just think it's quite laughable how just poorly Ohio State or how poorly Michigan played, but yet still won the game. Like, that game was so terrible to watch. But again, I would do that over again with Ohio State being favored by 3 touchdowns. Understanding the circumstances, but I guess I didn't factor in the Ryan Day effect of Ohio State, Michigan. Who's winning that Oklahoma LSU game? Oh, that was a terrible game. Terrible game. 13-10. I mean, oh my gosh. Missed field goals. It was just terrible. (34-17) LSU. Hey, Josh. Something like that. Ugh. Definitely sick. /75. Nate Johnson, Vanderbilt to 299 refractor auto. I didn't think A&M had a shot here, if I'm being honest. Gold Shimmer, Mitchell Evans to 50, Notre Dame. Cam Rising Purple, 399. Utah. Harold Perkins, 55 Bowman Gold, 17 out of 50, LSU. No. I figured Texas. I get why some people can be on the A&M side here. And again, there's still a lot of football to be played here, so who knows. But I think if it was at Texas, it would have been, there would be less people on the A&M side. I think being at home with A&M, 12th man, haven't played this game in a while. I just don't think A&M's, I mean, they're, don't get me wrong, they're 8-3, a pretty good football team, but I still just think Texas is really, really, really good. I think they're the better football team, so. Arch Manning getting in there, putting in some work. I will say, there's been plenty of two quarterback systems. It's not even really a two quarterback system they got, but plenty of those two quarterback offenses. I've never been a fan of it. I mean, it seems like it's working out pretty well considering, Ewers isn't 100%, so getting them out for a couple plays here and there, especially if you're trying to run the ball with the quarterback, is a great idea and awesome that they have that luxury of doing that. But I always thought that, pulling your quarterback out, throwing this guy in, it just opens yourself up for potential errors. Yeah, I didn't even watch that game, dude. I didn't watch a single second of it. I knew I saw the writing on the wall. I knew we were not going to beat Tech. I knew it was going to be a blowout. I didn't think it was going to be that much. Figured it was going to be like 38-10 or something like that, but 52-15 or whatever it was is just, yeah, terrible. I did not watch a single play of that game. I was following it along as I was watching some other games. Checked out the game cast at the end of it. Tech didn't punt one time. Yeah, I knew it was coming. Terrible. No, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it. I don't really bet points that much. I do think it's just a college football fan, and I could care less about Big Ten. But that is a game that I watched today, and there is a good feeling of seeing a big team get knocked off by their rival that's having a terrible season. This team's totally expected to win. There is some satisfaction with that. Just in general, being a fan. Seeing a big team get knocked off. usually better whenever it's like big team gets knocked off by little brother. I wouldn't really call it little brother here. Really big brother that's just having a bad season. Oh my gosh, Texas is just torching them. Taylor Green to 299, Arkansas. Lacey Purple, 399. Bain Jr., Miami, yellow refractor to 75. Yellow refractor autograph. Drones for Virginia Tech, base auto. Everett to 175. It is crazy how Ryan Day just cannot beat Michigan, though. Like, wild. Kyle McCord's the quarterback there. You think they win? I saw that. They're 0-4 against Michigan, 47-1 against the rest of the Big Ten. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I personally like Kyle McCord. I think I like Kyle McCord better than Walker Howard. And I would have said that before this game too, but yeah, it's not, definitely wasn't like some big upgrade or something. That ain't good. More to 299 Michigan. Jackson Arnold blue to 199. Oklahoma. Terrio Brown to 150 NIU. It's a 55 Bowman. We got another 55 Bowman super, boys. Stand up. Need everybody stand up right now. Come on, here we go. How about for Liberty? 1 of 1 Salter, 55 Bowman auto. Liberty KY with the Flames, baby. Salter, 1 of 1. 55 Bowman. Superfractor autograph. Liberty Flames. Wow. We're on a super roll here, fellas. We've hit 3 supers in 2 nights. 3 supers in 2 nights. Oh my God, Ewers throws a pick, it's a pick 6. There's a flag though. Flag on the play. I know, right? Holding call. They are. I mean, of course, I want the Bowman first super, but dude, these 55 Bowmans, or these 55 supers, yeah. 375 Williams comes in. Yeah, I'm fine with that, Chris. We got 2023 out of our minds anyways. We're on to 2024. Let's keep hitting supers. Let's keep getting guys some supers here. We got plenty of cases to keep ripping. Hopefully somebody hits one in a personal too. Let's go. I think all of the supers so far have come out of hobby. Is that accurate? Anybody confirm or deny that? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yep, okay. Okay, I feel like medicine's kicking in a little bit. I do feel, whenever I first went live, I was like terrible condition. I feel a little bit better now for sure. I mean, I'm definitely sick, but a little bit better though before. Shepherd to 99 green shim. I need my ears to pop really bad though. Finley. Luther Burden III, Missouri. And Jack 375, Houston. $175 Notre Dame. Bolden to 299 Texas Refractor Auto. CJ Daniels base auto for LSU. Didn't really eat much today. Probably eat a little bit before I go to bed. Try to eat some. Had some Chick-fil-A chicken noodle soup. A couple fries. My son Paxton has his first wrestling match next weekend. He has on Saturday, it's like, so I don't know nothing about wrestling. This could be a common thing. I think it's just a common thing, but so I'm not saying it's weird or anything. I'm just saying I just didn't know. I had to like learn about it, but they have these things here called Keystones, right? PA, the Keystone State. Okay. Keystone tournament. So you have to go to these Keystone events. You have to go to 4 out of like 8 of them. If you go to 4 out of 8, you are eligible to go to qualifiers. Then you go to qualifiers. If you win or get a certain placement in qualifiers, you go to the state tournament. So the Keystones though is like, from what information that I've gotten, is more of like a developmental thing where the kids, it's not a tournament. You have to go to them to make it to the state tournament, but it's not a tournament. It's just each kid gets 2 matches. It's not a bracket tournament setup. Each wrestler gets 2 matches, and they really try to group them up based off of like skill level. You know, if you're a first year, second year wrestler, you're not going to go up against somebody who's been wrestling for 4 or 5 years, whatever, right? So that's on Saturday, so which is nice because that's the first one where it's a little bit more mellow. So Saturday he'll have the first 2 matches, and he doesn't have to win them. He just has to go to the Keystones, and then whenever it's the qualifiers is whenever he needs to win or place a certain placement to go to the state tournament, which I'm not worried about that at all right now. I just want him to get some matches under his belt. But so that happens on Saturday, and then our team is hosting a amateur/novice tournament on Sunday. So Saturday, so it's going to be action-packed. Saturday, you get 2 matches with the Keystones, which should be like kind of entry level, a little bit more mellow, you know, nothing crazy. He'll be facing other like first year wrestlers. And then on Sunday, it's the Greater Latrobe, which is who we wrestle for. Latrobe amateur/novice tournament. So then he's entered into that at the 50-pound weight class, and that one's one where it's like, doesn't matter Cooper, Iowa State base auto. It doesn't matter, you know, what your level is. It's a tournament. So, hey, Ryan Williams to 299 refractor auto. Nice hit for Alabama. Yeah, so then on Sunday, it's like an actual tournament where it's like it doesn't matter what your experience level is. It's a tournament, you know. So that'll be his first experience with both of those this weekend. We got an orange coming up here, boys and girls. Garrett Green, orange, 7 out of 25, WD. So we'll see how he does. Again, that's this upcoming weekend. I just hope it's not like triple loss. Vic Kahuna, Nate Johnson, Vanderbilt, which I don't think it will be. I have a lot of faith in him. It's my son, so you kind of have to, but I do. 299. KY with the super, yes sir. Florida State. Yes, Salter, 55 Bowman, Superfractor, auto. Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. It's going to be my first experience with it. I mean, I went to some of my Austin's wrestling matches in high school, cheering him on and stuff, so I've been to matches before, but like, yeah, not at this level of like youth elementary school. Got another, no, I was going to say another orange, but it's just an insert. Graham to 375. So he has minimum 3 matches this weekend. So 2 on Saturday, minimum 1 on Sunday. I don't know if it's like, I would imagine it's a win and you move on, lose and you're out. But I don't know the whole setup though. And also with that tournament, it's like if there's not enough kids that sign up for that weight class, you get bumped up into the next weight class. So, but I feel like 50 pounds for 6 years old has got to be a pretty common weight. So. I would love to just see him with a medal around his neck the first time going out, you know, to a wrestling thing. We'll see. You know, I got high hopes. We'll see how he does. He's not afraid to shoot. And I heard one of our wrestling friends, if you will, they were saying that the big thing with the smaller kids, especially those first year kids, are like, they're like afraid to shoot. You know, they'll just try to stand up as much as possible, and they're just kind of walking around, you know, vibing each other out, and no one's really shooting for a takedown. But he's not afraid to shoot and at least try. So I think that'll be good. We'll see. Like I said, hopefully he doesn't go 0-3. At least get 1 dub. And I got a volunteer at the concession stand. Oh. Yeah, it's not that bad. Or hopefully it's not that bad. I was going to say, I think we still have a couple spots left in these other Bowman Chrome U's, but no, they're all sold out. was thinking another super here. 2 supers in 1 case would be crazy. Owens to 299, Oklahoma State refractor auto. Let's go. Cam Ward, even though they took really a terrible loss. 60 out of 75, yellow refractor autograph, Miami. And Derek DG with the Hurricanes. I mean, Syracuse is a good team. And, you know, at Syracuse there, not as easy as some people think. But whenever you factor in you were up by 21 points and then you lose your number 6 team in the country. Syracuse not ranked, but very good football team still. Terrible loss for Miami. Baldwin, Baylor to 199. See, Texas A&M just has no. I mean, they got the pick 6, but other than that, man, Texas is just putting in work on offense. $3.99. It's crazy. You still lose the game. Well, then you guys are back to being bottom dwellers. Sorry, Josh. You guys got pretty lucky with McCord. You guys got pretty lucky with McCord. I don't know how I don't know all the different players on your team, so I'm just messing with you. Obviously, I'm joshing you. But Hemby to 275. McCord putting on a Syracuse uniform instantly. Every game is winnable. Miami's defense has just been terrible all season, and yeah, no way, he dragged him down. That should be a no. He dragged him down by his neck, dude. No way. Let's see the damn replay. Oh, okay. So you think they'd be able to? I mean, it's one of those scenarios where, you know, you have a good season here. You say, hey, see, you know, you're talking about recruiting. You know, you look at some quarterbacks, you know, transfer portal or what have you. Say, hey, look at what we did with McCord here one season. You know, we can have a quarterback to come in, see what we can do. So having a season like this definitely helps you in the future. There's no doubt about it. Even if you do lose those key guys, in this world of college football today, if you can, you know, rinse and repeat, reload, which you can easily do in today's college football with the transfer portal, etc. If he's a good recruiter, then it shouldn't be too difficult to get a couple guys in there to keep the train rolling for Syracuse. Ohio State sucks. I think so. Basically. I think if an SEC team wins it, it's Texas, but I don't know. I think, Keith, are you still in here, Keith? What was your coach saying in the press conference after the game? Because he was bitching it up, which I'm not really sure why he was bitching it up. I just saw the clip, so I don't know what led up to that. But he was like saying, you look at the SEC, and a Big 12 team's about to win. Or, you know, a Big 12 team is in a position to win the SEC. A Pac-12 team is in position to win the Big 12. A American Conference, right, SMU team is in position to potentially win the ACC. It's just a, I think that narrative of the SEC being this elite conference, which it's hard to say it's not, but I'm just saying, like, he painted a picture with his press conference. I'll have to like put it in the chat or something, a link to it, because he painted a picture that was like, the SEC shouldn't be getting all this love whenever, I don't know. I'm sick, so if I'm not making sense, I'm sorry. It makes sense in my head. You get what I'm saying, though? These other conferences are, with some of the realignment that happened this year. Who's Purdue facing? Anybody following what I'm saying? Ryan Williams, Alabama. Cincy to 75 yellow. Basically just complaining about the SEC getting a bunch of these, the at-large spots. $3.99 Williams purple. DJ Giddens, Kansas State base auto. Castellanos, 55 Bowman on-card autograph for Boston College to 99. $275 Gabbert. Oh, I see. Okay, you're making fun, JT. Holy smoke, 66-0. I saw that the spread was like 30 points or something for Indiana, and I was like, they'll probably get there, but just a lot. But apparently it wasn't enough. Kansas State and Iowa State in a dogfight here. I should be watching that game. Two more boxes in this hobby case, number 3, guys. Oh, ball's out. I think A&M fell on it. Excuse me, my friends. I actually feel like I kind of needed that. I'll get that out of my system here. All right, second to last box here. AO blue, James Madison. Oklahoma 375. Walker, Georgia 299. Dane Key, Kentucky, refractor auto 299. Base autograph, Trevor Etienne, Georgia Bulldogs. Last box and hobby number 3 here, guys. Hobby number 4 and 5 coming up next. Williams, Ohio State, 125. Florida or Colorado State, 399 purple. Mississippi State base auto. What's up, Feslo? Green autograph, Tez Johnson. Awesome one there for Oregon, number 299. Luther Burden to 150 on a 55 Bowman for Missouri.
That'll do it. Recap coming up. All right, here's the hit recap for hobby case number 3. Appreciate you guys hopping in on all these Bowman Chrome football breaks. Number 4 and 5 coming up. $109,000. That is crazy. Autographs. Cam Ward to 75. Ryan Williams refractor. And 101 Superfractor Salter 55 Bowman Auto. Appreciate you guys hopping in. Again, that was hobby number 3. Thank you. None of these teams are available. They are all sold. Just an FYI. I got to get them plugged into the spreadsheet here. Sunday night at 9. Sunday night at 9. What's up, Norm? Sunday at 9. Oh my gosh. Here we go, another break going down. 2024 Bone Chrome U Football. 12 Hobby Box case. Pick your team break number 4. What's up, Eric? No. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Probably a scammer. Excuse me, Tim? I would guess Garrett Green. Josh. Excuse me, Tim. Virginia Tech to 175. Fletcher Jr., Miami, base auto. Bit of a scratch up on top there. Eugene Wilson the third to 150. Florida. That's a good movie. And the kicker's not ready to go. C.J. Baxter for Texas. Orange Shimmer, 16 out of 25. Orange Shimmer. Refractor. Singleton, base autograph for Penn State. Daniels, 375, Stanford. See you later, Tim. All right, again, this is hobby case number 4. After this, we're doing hobby case number 5. Yeah, for real. Oh no. Oh no. They're going for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh my gosh. Texas. 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 Oh my goodness. I would have probably went for it too. You got to get a touchdown at some point anyways. You're on the 1-yard line. But to try to go power versus power against Texas here just seems like a terrible decision. But I guess on 4th and 1, you got to run the ball. If you pass the ball, then you look like an idiot too. But probably would have been the better option. Nah, dude, it's Gary Green. All right, he's got Green and Bernard. All right, let's see another super here, boys. What do you say? Another super? Diggs, purple, $3.99, Ole Miss. Giddens, Kansas State, base auto. Arizona 175. Barnes, Utah State, green shim to 99. Eric Singleton Jr., Georgia Tech, base auto. Cam Ward to 299, Miami. Refractor auto for Miami, 299. Nice. LSU, 125. Ryan Williams to 375. And more X-Fractor. Tess Johnson, 299 Oregon. Fractor autograph Bolden to 299 Texas. It's all but over at this point. That's interesting. I don't think it would be a terrible idea. $3.99 Nick Anderson, purple. I don't think it'd be a terrible idea to just do it now. Mississippi State. It's locking you in on a very high amount right now. His stuff's pretty high. Does it get a little bit bigger? Maybe. But it's one of those, like, just lock in some profit now. Everett to 199 blue. So I'm not totally against that. Yeah. Maybe just kind of stagger it out. Jefferson to 150 UCF. Jackson Arnold refractor auto 299 Oklahoma. Fumble Rooski. Dylan Gabriel refractor. Luther Burden the third. Is this the variation? I think it is. 282. Yeah, I think it is. Luther Burton the third. Image variation. Missouri. All right, 4 boxes down in this case here. Bell to 75. Yellow refractor autograph, Iowa State. Cam Ward green to 99. Miami. George with the Hurricanes. Green refractor autograph, Cam Ward. Ooh. I do not even care. I do not even care. I'm on the Nico train anyways. This thing's all jacked up. You see that? Cooley to 275 Liberty. Lagway refractor. And it's over. Big Kahuna, McMillan, Arizona. Nelson, Boise to 75 yellow. Owens, Oklahoma State, green shim. Watts, Notre Dame, 399 purple. Let me find another game. Probably put on this BYU game. I did not see that. I did not watch that game. Too many other games. It was close, and then they opened it up there late. A couple big interception returns for touchdowns. Yeah, we're going to post up more. Hold on, I'll tell you more about it here in a second. All right, let's go Houston, BYU. Yeah, we're definitely posting up more Bowman Chrome U footballs, man, for next week. So next week we have Bowman Draft Baseball that comes out, so I'm going to be posting those up Sunday night at 9 Eastern. But then the rest of the breaks are probably going to go up like Monday night. Gives me a little bit of time since I'm not feeling so well. So I want to post up the Bowman Draft, the new stuff, a little bit earlier. But then the rest of the breaks for this upcoming week, I'll post up it on Monday night. But I will be posting up more Bowman Chrome U football. I will be adjusting it probably a good amount. Some teams coming out of combos, some teams going into combos, some teams going up in price, some teams going down in price. Do a bit of a update on everything after this first release week, seeing where some cards are selling, how some players have performed over the past 2 or 3 weeks since I posted this up. So we're definitely posting more Bone Chrome U football, more hobby, more jumbo, more Breaker to Light. We will have Breaker to Light PYTs. Again, those will get posted out Monday at 9. Is that game already over? I couldn't find it on my... Well, maybe it's not on the ESPN app. Oh, they won 29-21. Santi base autograph for Auburn. Ryan Williams base autograph, Alabama. I doubt Clemson's going to be one that gets adjusted, really. $375, Oklahoma State. Yeah, Clemson's not really on my radar for that. Texas, $175. Ollie Gordon to $299, Oklahoma State. Yeah, I just need to do a bit of an updating based off of, I posted this up 2 weeks in advance, and then now we're 1 week in, and players doing well, players not doing well. Some of the teams that I put in combos, I should probably pull out of the combos, drop some other teams into combos, adjust the pricing on some of the bigger teams. But yeah, I doubt, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I really doubt I do anything dramatic with Clemson. Yeah, and that's what, listen to, I don't know if you were listening earlier whenever I was talking about it, no one said anything, so, or no one commented on it whenever I was talking about it, but watch the Texas Tech coach post-game interview whenever he's talking about, he was talking about referencing like the playoff committee and like SEC teams getting in with those at-large bids, and just kind of talking trash on the SEC conference a little bit, because he was saying about there's four different new conference members in the championship. In the championship games, I'm gonna botch whatever he said. I botched it earlier whenever I was trying to talk about it, but it was a pretty interesting take on that. Yeah, but it was a pretty interesting take, you know. I'm going to botch it, so you better just watch the part of the press conference whenever you're talking about that, but it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. Obviously, being a Big 12 fan, you know, I like seeing that a Big 12 team is now in the SEC championship game. But then at the same time, we have a Pac-12 team that's going to be in the Big 12 championship game. Yeah, I mean, it's a close game right now. I think BYU is going to turn it up here pretty soon. Daniels, base auto for Stanford. Golden to 175 Texas. Yeah. Nice hit for Ohio State. Gold Shimmer auto. Inissus. Oh, ball's out. Trey Moore, 375 Texas. Walker, 275. Yeah, what was the ending score to that? I saw that Indiana was up, 66-0. Baxter. Wow. Sorry, fellas, I'm moving slow here. We still got another case to do after this. Cunningham to 150. Giddens to 399. Bain Jr. Miami base auto. Orgy Michigan to 299 refractor autograph. Pat Bryant green to 99 Illinois. And again, just a FYI, we are trying to get everything sorted and shipped out on Monday, but just note, we will get all, like anything that we're top loading up, we will 100% get out the door on Monday. There may be a scenario, I don't know yet. Austin did come in today on his day off to do some more sorting, so that'll help us out some, but I think we're still going to be pretty backed up. I haven't talked to him today, but there may be a scenario where Dane Key, Kentucky to 375. We don't ship out all of the base cards for a handful of breaks on Monday, and then we have to get them out to you guys later on in the week. Dylan Gabriel, Purple Shimmer, not numbered, Oregon. But all the hits, you know, the top loaded up cards will obviously go. We're obviously going to ship all these, but there may be a few day delay on getting the base cards in your guys' hands for a handful of the cases of the breaks. $2.99 Nick Anderson. We'll try not to do that because Ontario Brown for NIU base auto. We do have Bowman draft coming out on Wednesday. Walker to 199 blue. So, like ideally, we need to get that cleaned up by Wednesday because then once Thursday arrives, Austin's going to need to focus on sorting Bowman draft stuff. So we can't get too far backed up, but just note, all the boxes will ship tomorrow. That's easy peasy. Charles, Michigan State base auto. Well, Monday, yeah. But yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely ship out all the hits, all the top loaded up cards. But there may be a handful of breaks where you're not going to get all the base until a couple days later when we ship them out, which would, like I said, would pretty much have to be on like Wednesday. But I'm going to see where Austin's at tomorrow with everything. Hopefully he's not too far behind. Like I said, he did come in today. Normally he's off to put in a shift worth of sorting, so see where he's at with everything. But I know we did. I mean, we're looking at like a lot of cases here. What, like 18 cases of cards for him to ship or sort and ship. So I hope that we get it all out, but I do kind of foresee it being a scenario where like one of the 5 casers and maybe another case or 2 a hobby where the base cards don't go out and we have to do an extra ship day for those. So, but we'll definitely get all the numbered cards out and top loaded up cards, you know. But just FYI on that, we're gonna try to do our best to get it out, but it's a lot of sorting and there's like 80 some teams, so it is it's a grind. Plus Thanksgiving happening kind of throws a wrinkle into it too. We're gonna see what we can do though. Jimmy Horn Jr. to 375. Harold Perkins refractor autograph LSU 4 jersey numbered 4 out of 299. Sweet LSU spot. Cam Rising base auto Utah. Ooh, that might. Ooh. Barnes to 99, green shimmer for Clemson. Trevor Etienne, 299. Giddens, 275. I went to take his head off on the slide. I know it's so tough being a defensive player nowadays in football. Quarterback sliding, quarterback not sliding. Are they trying to lower their shoulder? Will not stop running. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Not. Hi, Shaw Green to 99 Kansas. Kansas with a big loss against Baylor. I didn't watch that game, but saw that they got their butts whooped. I guess not a big loss. Who really cares? But 299 Ty Thompson, Tulane Refractor Auto. Got a roller mark right here. Bernard base autograph Alabama. Mississippi State 375. Noel Iowa State 299. One more box to go in hobby case number 4. Last box. Will Howard refractor. Williams, Ohio State, 199 blue. Will Rogers, Washington, base auto. Ruler mark. Jade Knott, base auto, Cal. Marcel Reed to 150, Texas A&M. He's a baller. They lost today, but he's a baller. Graham, 399. That'll do it. Boom, Chrome U, hobby case number 4 recap coming up. Hobby case number 5 coming up. Does that guy really wear Michigan stuff at this BYU game? So weird. No superfractor in this one. No reds tonight so far. 2024 Boom Chrome U football. Full hobby case. Pick your team number 4. Appreciate you guys hopping in. Again, case break number 5 is coming up next. That'll be the last break for us tonight. I'm sorry, I'm sick. I did take down those serial number Breaker to Light serials. No one bought a spot anyway, so I'm sure if I would have advertised it out, sent out some emails between yesterday and today, we could have got those rolling, but it kind of helps me out a little bit because I'm not feeling so great. I do anticipate breaking some more of those via serial breaks, but I also anticipate breaking Breaker to Light as PYT breaks as well. So get ready for Breaker to Light PYTs. Cam Ward green auto. All right, hobby case number 4. Thanks, guys. Yeah, of course I'm sick on a night where it's nice that the breaks are already like ready to rock and roll though, so we're not sitting here. But at the same time, like if we didn't have breaks ready to rock and roll, then probably wouldn't be live. But they're longer breaks. But here's the thing: even though I'm not feeling so well or whatever, like I love these cards. Like I'm so happy that Topps decided to do these university cards, and I love these cards. So it's really not that bad. Now, if I was sitting here breaking, like, I'm sorry to all my Allen and Ginter fans, but if I was sitting here breaking Ginter right now, it would be rough. Yeah. So, there's that. Okay, I didn't see this, but I see front page ESPN. Steve Sarkisian pulls Longhorns players away from the Texas A&M logo. What were we talking about? Michigan, Ohio State? I know it's a rivalry game. I know that one's a little bit bigger than Texas A&M, but at the same time, this was a huge game for Texas A&M. You win and you're in. But it's like, you do that, you're asking for trouble. Again, I don't agree with everything that went down on both sides, but again, it's like Michigan was trying to kind of play it out like Ohio State were sore losers, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, but you guys are being disrespectful winners, so you know. Is there any other football games that are on right now? Yeah, there are a couple of who cares games. Here we go, 2024 Bone Chrome U football, full hobby case, pick your team break number 5. This is the last break of the night. We're going to let the Top Chrome Update baseball breaks carry over into next week. We should be able to break those on Tuesday night, I would imagine, because Tuesday night, obviously, we won't be able to break Bowman Draft. We'll have Bowman Chrome U football, as well as probably some other football. But for baseball, I would imagine we should be able to get those filled up for baseball. Those Top Chrome Update baseball products, not just jumbos, but hobby, jumbo, breaker to light, all the SKUs have been burp, 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 burp. I guess that Paul Skeens debut not coming out yet helps that product out right now. Sealed boxes, sealed cases, you know. But yeah, so we should be able to do those on Tuesday, I would imagine. Texas won at Michigan this year, and guess what happened? They planted the Texas flag. Michigan didn't do anything. Fair enough. I don't like that whole planting the flag shit. That's also not a big rivalry game. I just think in general, I mean, I could really care less, but I'm just saying, I think in general, I don't like that. It's just disrespectful in a game. And I'm sorry, but in that scenario today, Michigan, Ohio State, they plant their flag, do that stuff at the end of the game. Like, you're just asking for trouble. That's why, like I said, I think in the end, it's on the coaching staff, both coaching staffs. There was enough time. It wasn't a walk-off field goal or a walk-off touchdown to win it. They had enough time to get their guys talked to. Fellas, let's all, as soon as the game's over, straight to the locker room. Let's just go straight to the locker room so nothing spirals out of control. That what happened today, I put solely on the coaching staff. The coaching staff should have got them guys ready to rock and roll and get the hell out of there. Both of them. Michigan, you got to know. You're at Ohio State. You do some nonsense on the field. It's emotions are high. You shouldn't have won, right? And you do that, they're gonna fight. Gotcha. I mean, I don't know all the details like that, but I'm just saying. I don't know. Why are they singing their fight song on the field if they lost? That sounds like pretty stupid. Paris to $3.99 purple. Jamal Haynes to 75. I like this guy out of Georgia Tech here. Yellow refractor auto to 75. I just think in the end, like, it's football, so like I do like some like jawing at each other. I do like, you know, before the game, maybe a little trash talking at the 50-yard line, maybe a little pushing and shoving. You know, I like that. But you got to know, Iowa to 150, that game, that Ohio State, Michigan specifically, you got to know there is nothing good that's going to come out of them players being on the field after the game. You got to get them guys out of there quick. But I like, you know, I like kind of chirping. Oscar Delt base auto for Georgia. I like the chirping back and forth before the game and all this and that. But after the game, you had all game to chirp. Why are you going to chirp now? 275, Iowa State. You had, I like the, you know, like I said, little get together at the 50-yard line, big rivalry game, little pushing and shoving, chirping. I'm all for it. After the game, I don't like that. After the game chirping, you had all game to chirp. What is there chirp about? One team's a winner, one team's a loser. So I don't like that. I don't like after the game stuff. But in the end, it's Ohio State, Michigan, and Ryan Day is, it's crazy because they've won a lot of games, but you be the head coach at Ohio State and you lose to Michigan 4 years in a row, especially this year, all years. It's going to be hard to keep that job. And that's coming from a West Virginia fan who's had to deal with freaking Neil Brown for how many years? Losing. Nothing but losing. I just think, like, the biggest thing in that one is the coaching staffs. They had plenty of time to corral their guys. Let them know we're getting the hell out of here. Don't be doing nothing, Michigan. But I think Michigan and their head coach, they kind of wanted to, you know, talk their smack. They've had to listen to it all week. I don't know. It's hard because you get put in that position. It's a little different, right? Talking it out loud now, I'm like, okay. All week they had to listen to Ohio State's going to run all over them. Ohio State's going to beat them by double digits. Michigan has no shot, right? And then you win the ball game. You played like crap, but you win the ball game. You kind of want to talk some shit, which I get it, but now you got some guys pepper sprayed. Crazy. Yeah, that was weird. The standing and just watching was like really weird. He was like in awe. It was very weird. I heard something too. Somebody said in one of the championship games, a former player or former assistant or something was saying, I saw this on Twitter. They were saying, right, Dan? They were saying, in one of the championship games at halftime or something, he didn't say anything to any of the players, went right into an office and was just like yelling at assistant coaches and stuff, like just like really weird. Seems to be a really weird guy. Yeah, and I guess your point earlier, you said, hey, Texas did it to us on our field and Michigan didn't fight. But I'm sorry. It doesn't matter if it's a rivalry game or not. Any game, I lose and somebody's trying to plant their flag or do whatever, at the end of the game, I'm fighting. Like, that's my take. It's just a disrespectful thing to do. And I get it, it's football. You gotta, there's that chirping and all that, Jeremiah loved the 150 for Notre Dame auto. Believe me, I used to love talking crap playing football. I love talking shit. Number to 99 green. But end of the game, game's over, it's over. But somebody does something like that, 375 ETN, especially in a heated matchup, I'm fighting. Red Shimmer, Ollie Gordon, 2 out of 5. Oklahoma State spot. Hey, there you go, Dan. Ollie Gordon, Red Shim, 2 out of 5. Any of you guys ever have a big fight during, whether it be college or high school or, hell, even middle school or something, football? We had there was one fight that occurred whenever I was a sophomore in high school. So it was really weird the way the school district was set up whenever I went to high school. It was Blairsville Salzburg School District, but Blairsville and Salzburg, it was one school district, but the schools are like almost 30 minutes apart. Connor Harrell to 50 gold refractor autograph. I forget the story, but there's some just like how it ended up getting grouped together, but it was like Salzburg like couldn't like do it themselves, so like somehow Blairsville got wrapped into becoming Blairsville Salzburg. But it wasn't like, it was like we had like so many schools that were like right next door closer to us than Salzburg. It was like so weird. But either way, so we were one school district, but there were two different like high schools, two different elementary schools, middle schools, all that, and we were like totally separate entities as the school itself, but the school district was under the same roof. It was very weird. So inherently, Blairsville and Salzburg were big rivals. We were under the same school district, so we were big rivals. But then it was weird because then we only had one track team. So Salzburg kids ran on the Blairsville track team, and then we only had one wrestling team, so the Salzburg kids had to wrestle on the Blairsville. It was very weird. Very weird setup. But nonetheless, big rival, Blairsville versus Salzburg. This is 1A football. 1A high school football. So, nothing crazy. But, it was my sophomore year. They haven't beat us. Salzburg hasn't beat Blairsville in like It was like 38 years or something from that time. So 38 years of not beating us. Well, this year, Salzburg wasn't doing all that great either, but Blairsville wasn't doing. We were terrible. They thought that this was their year to beat us. And long story short, we ended up winning 13-12. So we won by 1 point. I almost had the game-sealing interception as a sophomore, starting cornerback. But I got brick hands, so it was right. I caught it, post route, caught it, dropped it. Next play, they throw it to the other side. Our other cornerback picks it off, and we win the game. But 13-12. But it was about like midway through the second quarter, I think it was. And we had this one kid. Again, this is, public high school. You got some weirdo kids. We had this one kid. He was literally like a psycho. Just a psycho kid. You just never know whenever he was going to. We knew that because he said, he was like, I'm going to, like, if they mess with me, I'm going to fight. So we were all just like bracing. Like, it just felt like all signs pointed to something big was going to happen. It just felt like that. There was a lot of chirping back and forth. It seemed like our coaches were on edge. It just seemed like something was going to go down. Well, it did. Somebody like kicked this kid in the testiculars, and he went crazy. He like jammed the kid's face mask up so that it's like some of his face was showing, so he could punch him in the face. And then everyone just piled in. Both benches cleared. I'm in the middle of it because I see it from like I bounced back and forth between safety and corner that game, and at that point I was at safety. Gold Daniels to 50 for Stanford, and they get into the fight. This kid's a defensive tackle, so it's right in the middle of the field there. They are just fighting. Everyone is jumping in. Benches clear. I run straight up into the middle. DJ Giddens, base auto for Kansas State. I gained some street cred back then because whenever they watched it on the film, 399 Cam Rising Purple. My one buddy, it was like before we even watched film on Sundays. My one buddy, his dad filmed all the games, so like they watched it that night, and I got a whole bunch of messages from people. Starks to 50 Georgia. Apparently I was like the first one to like hop in and start throwing down too. Evan Stewart, weird kind of auto. He must have, I don't know what that is. Oregon base auto. Either way, I was ready to go. I'm a bit of a scrapper to begin with, so not that I'm any good, but Maffa to 275. But I jumped like right in. Apparently I was like one of the first ones, so they were all just like, all the seniors started. Well, I mean, whenever you're a sophomore starting, I feel like the seniors for the most part respect you anyways, but definitely gained some street cred that day. But jumped in, and then it happened so fast. All I remember really is the offensive coordinator, like literally he was a big guy, like literally picked me up from like the back of my shoulder pads and just like threw me away. And then it was actually pretty funny. Whenever the benches cleared, this one like real goofy kid that we'd always just make fun of and stuff. I mean, it wasn't like serious. Like he ended up senior year. He ended up being pretty good for us. But at that point in time, it was like his first year playing football, and he was just like goofy and known to trip over his own feet sort of deal. So he literally, on the film, you see him whenever everyone runs out, bench is clear, he goes to run out, he trips over his own feet into the mud, and it was so funny. But either way, that's my football fight story. Fight broke out, bench is cleared. Both kids got ejected. We won 13-12. I almost had the game-sealing interception. It would have been awesome, but I dropped it. And then, like, the star of the team ended up getting the pick, so I was like, damn it. It was my time to shine, man. It was my time to shine. I am 6'2". Back then I was 6'2", like 165. As a sophomore, I was probably 6'2", 165, just skin and bone. Now I'm like 225, but yeah, I got in so many fights in school. I was getting in trouble. I ended up getting in a lot of trouble in middle school for fighting. I don't know, it's like, I guess, I'm a kid that likes to joke around a lot. Or I was a kid that liked to joke around a lot, always joking around, making jokes about people. Not really a bully, but just like, you know, trying to make people laugh, and in doing so, you're making fun of somebody typically. So then everyone always ends up wanting to fight me, I guess. I'd hold my own, but yeah, I middle school, I got in like a lot of trouble. Tate to 150, Ohio State. So much so that I was almost going to get kicked out of that school and have to go to like one of those, I don't even know what they're called exactly. Schools for like troubled kids, I guess. 375 Iowa State. And then in high school, I got a couple different times, but it wasn't anything where it was like 3 times in 1 year like it was in middle school. 299 Jimmy Horn Jr., Colorado. But that's usually it was myself I was getting myself in trouble with going a bit too far sometimes, making fun of people, making people laugh and joking around. So Jacoby George to 175 Miami. Mississippi State Refractor Auto 299. I remember the one game, we're just trying to fill up some time here talking, my friends. Senior year, I come up from the safety spot and just absolutely light the running back up. I mean, just whenever I played, I had no, like, there was no, like, care for my body or, like, anything. It was like, I'm going to make a play no matter what. So I just light this kid up as hard as I possibly could. Definitely led with my helmet, crown of my helmet, no doubt about it. But I don't wrap up. So I hit him, I don't wrap up, but it was one of those where, like, you could hear everybody go, ooh. Don't wrap up. We still end up tackling him. He probably picked up an extra 1 or 2 yards. Wasn't anything crazy, but I whacked this kid. But the problem is I took the brunt of the hit in the end. And I am dazed and confused. There's no doubt about it. Concussion is fully going on. No doubt about it. Never got actually diagnosed because, yeah. But 1,000,000% concussion. I'm like wobbling. Next play action. I bite on the play action as a safety, hoping to make another big hit. I bite on the play action, backside tight end, post right over my head, touchdown. Oh my gosh, I get to the sideline and my coach is just laying into me. You dumb mother effer, all this and that, you know, and I'm like, I can't even see straight. I'm like, I'm taking it. I got to take it from him because I did mess up at the same time. I'm like, I am concussed. Yeah, there you go. So that was a fun one. That was a fun memory. One of my biggest regrets in football, and I don't know why it always lingers with me. It was senior year. We were undefeated versus this other undefeated team that went on to play in the state championship. They ended up losing in the state championship, Hershey to Clairton. But we punt the ball. I was like the left wing, or whatever you call it, on the punt team. The left gunner, or I don't even know now. Either way, I'm hauling ass down the field. Hauling ass, okay? Their punt returner was also their quarterback, who ended up going to Penn University, which for single A football here in Pennsylvania, like that was like, he was like the best player in the conference. Like all eyes were on him. I even still remember his name. I don't remember anybody else's name that we ever faced, but this kid, Danny Ferentz. He went to Penn for quarterback. I don't think he ever did much, but he still went to Penn. And he's back there, and I'm hauling ass. And I feel like, base auto for Arizona, I feel like I'm getting there too quick, right? So I start to slow up. Well, as soon as I start to slow up, Jackson Dart, base auto for Ole Miss. As soon as I start to slow up, he catches it. One juke move on me, and he didn't score a touchdown, but he probably picked up an extra 15, 20 yards. But one juke move, I totally whiff, and but I'm telling you, if I could have just, Arizona to 150, if I would have just kept going and just whack, it would, the timing of it would have been perfect. But even if I was a little bit early, Brady Cook, Big Kahuna, Missouri, even if I was a little bit early, I would have taken his head off. Likely he would have been out of the game for a little bit. Pennington to 375. And like, regardless of the penalty or not, like, I'm sure that would have helped us out a ton, him being out of the game. And I regret it. Like, that is the one football play that I remember that I regret so much, is in that game. Because we ended up going into double overtime with them. And then we ended up losing into double overtime. And then they end up winning the conference, going to the state championship. And then we lost in the second round of the playoffs. Number to 99, Scatabo, Arizona State. I just think about that one play where I'm like, man, if I would have just fully just kept going and I didn't slow down, 399, I feel like it would have been a scenario where he would have caught it right as I'm just ripping his head off. And like I said, even if not, even if I would have hit him before the ball went there, okay, there's a penalty, but like, he would have been hurt. There's no doubt about it. I was booking it so fast. But then I was booking it so fast and then tried to slow down a little bit, and then I was like, yeah. That is one play, because like I said, it kind of changed. I just one play that specifically on me that I felt like could have changed the course of that game. Dude, I requested to play on special teams. I remember some buddies that like didn't want to play on special teams. I'm like, dude, I want to be on kickoff. I want to be on punt. I wasn't really fond of being on punt return, but I want to be out there on kick return. I want to be fielding some kicks. Punt, kickoff. I made some big plays on kickoff in high school. Quite a few big plays. I remember the one, it just so happened that, so we did those, we had like little skull stickers that we put on our helmets for, different accolades that you would hit, right? And our coach was like, 5 skull stickers this week if anyone tackles kick returner inside the 20. And I was like, I made it a point. I was like, I'm going to get 5 stickers this week. And I did. Hauling ass, some kid coming, just boom. Blew him up. inside the 20. Got my 5 stickers. It was pretty awesome. Onside kick, blowing people up. I think honestly, I think kickoff is. You gotta be a sicko though to really like kickoff. But if you like football, that's why I don't really like this new kickoff. I know it's dangerous, but I don't really like it. You know, the old kickoff is obviously dangerous, but I don't like this new kickoff. The old kickoff, running full speed down the field and just laying some kid out. Oh man, 6 3 points in a row. Nice going on the last 3. Oh, broke your foot. See, that is fun memories, though. That is fun memories. So check this out. Middle school football. Okay. Lumberport versus Bridgeport. West Virginia. This is whenever I lived in West Virginia. Middle school football. Lumberport, best team in the conference. They always win. I think they won. I think they were conference champions like 9 out of the last 10 years, sort of deal. Middle school football. We were both undefeated at the time. Winner's going to win the conference. It wasn't exactly the conference championship. They didn't really do that. It was just like, you know, whoever the regular season champ was, you know. But it essentially was the conference championship because whoever wins is going to win it. Dennis Sutton Green to 99. They're up. They're up less than 6 points. I don't remember now. It's been so long. Hey, a little Genty action there for Boise. Jesse G with Boise State. That is memorable. But we were. I think they were only up by like a couple, like 2 or 3 or something. It was 6 points wins us the game. There's like basically no time on the clock, less than a minute. Okay, they're just trying to run out the clock. But for whatever reason, I just don't think they knew how to take a knee, kneel down, and victory formation. I just don't think 375 Mullings, Michigan. So either way, they do a quarterback bootleg out. Like this was the last play of the game. Okay, the last play of the game. They could have just took a knee and the game's over. But they do a quarterback bootleg. Again, I think they were just trying to run out the clock, but they didn't have I don't know. They just didn't know how to do that. I don't know. Ontario Brown to 199 blue so either way, they do a quarterback bootleg. Teammates hit him. He fumbles the ball. Me and this other kid go after the ball at the same exact time. And just like both of us go after the ball, dive for the ball at the same time. We hit into each other, ball still on the ground. Other teammate picks up the ball, starts booking it down the sideline. Burks to 299 Oklahoma. There's no time left. He's booking it down the sideline. No one's even close. No one's within 10 yards of him. No one's in front of him. He's got some other teammates behind him. I was one of them. If somebody was trying to, was speedy and could catch up, I'd be there to block. He, out of nowhere, just jumps to the ground. Refs blow the whistle. Plays over. Game's over. No time's left. Boom. He thought that he heard and saw one of the coaches telling him to get down. But I think that they were like telling him like go, go, go. But he thought that they were telling him to get down. Which you're talking about a middle school kid in 7th grade. It's like, but dude, we could have won the game and he fell to the ground for no reason whatsoever. Like, if you know anything about football, like, come on, dude, don't be doing that. Again, it's 7th grade kids, so you can't be too mad, but we could have won the freaking championship. he just fell to the ground out of nowhere. No reason other than he thought that the coaches was telling him to. He fell to the ground, and then everyone, like the whole crowd, was just like, stink. So that sucked. I never won. I don't think I ever won a conference championship. No. Football, basketball. No. I'm never part of a championship team. Maybe I can get my son's team to a championship one of these years. I hope so. Fingers crossed. That is my new goal in life. I never won a conference championship in any sport. Somehow, some way, help my son's team and get them a conference championship. Get my son a conference championship. Specifically in football, because I'm not going to help out coach anything else other than football. Danny Ferens. We were a small single-A school. Danny Ferens was the most well-known athlete, which I'm sure no one knows him unless you lived in Indiana County, Pennsylvania. Yeah, he went to, like I said, he went to Penn University for football, quarterback, but I don't even think he ever ended up like getting the starting job there or anything. I think after a year or two, he ended up peacing out. So, yeah, we were a small school. We weren't very good. That whole area doesn't have many big name players. I can't even think of a big name player that even really came out of there besides, I think, did he play at Colorado? There was a running back. He ended up being I played with his son, so this is the only reason why I know about him. Is wow, that's crazy, John. Frank Harsh, his son was our quarterback whenever I was a sophomore. But Frank Harsh football, he I think he ended up getting hurt. Oh, Wake Forest. He played at Wake Forest for 4 different years, but he ended up getting hurt one of the years, and then it was, looks like he scored a couple touchdowns. Nothing too crazy. This is like the most notable person out of Blairsville High School, Frank Harsh. Like I said, I played with his son. He went to Wake Forest in the 70s. The local high school team, the one guy's dad used to run our youth football program, but this year it was his first year where he like stepped away. But his son Alex Tash is one of the bigger linebacker prospects coming out of this upcoming recruiting class, and he's already signed with Penn State. So I think he's going to Penn State. I think our quarterback is going to Marshall. That's crazy, right? There's a Marshall card. The quarterback for the local high school is going to Marshall. He's going to Penn State to play linebacker. That's pretty cool, Dan. What sizes were your guys' high schools? Like I said, I played. It's single A football, single A basketball. I mean, there still could be some big players in single A. Usually, though, if you're good enough, you try to get out of that single A so you get more eyes on you. $3.99 Nick Anderson. Not many eyes come to any of those single A games. KJ Jefferson, base auto, UCF. Maybe if you're closer to Pittsburgh here. Nice gold shimmer auto here. 21 out of 50. Malachi Fields for Virginia. UVA strong. They call it Class A. Biggest level in Michigan. That's crazy. They call that Class A. Yeah, in Pennsylvania, it's the biggest classification, I think, is 6A. 6A is the biggest. We were 1A, so. And then our yellow Georgia, a little dusty though. It was the last card on the pack for some reason. Gold shimmer, Williams, Georgia. So our high school, our graduating class, we had 22 seniors on the football team, which is like huge. The prior year, there was 3 seniors on the football team, and then we graduated with 22 seniors on the football team. We graduated with 100 and it was either like 114 or 119 kids in our graduating class, and we were the biggest class to ever go through Blairsville. Normally, I think whenever my brother graduated, there was like 75 kids in his graduating class. Again, small school. But we were the largest graduating class ever to go through Blairsville, 114, 119, something like that, kids. But the normal graduating class there was like 75, 80. So we were pretty small. Pretty small. Yeah, I can tell you, I wouldn't have been a starting cornerback in sophomore year probably at any other school. But this, the area that we live in now, the high school that my son will go to, they have, they're 5A. I think really they should be 4A, but they play up to 5A. Or no. Yeah. And then I think there's like 250 to 300 seniors graduating class, so. We're in a little bit of a beefier spot. Campbell to 399 purple, LSU. Nice hit for North Carolina. Yellow refractor autograph of Omarion Hampton. UNC. Genty refractor. Jordan James, 375, Oregon. Farouk, base autograph, Oklahoma. Daniels, $2.99, LSU. Yeah, I think our best player on senior year, he ended up going to Washington and Jefferson, which is a small D3 school here. Washington and Jefferson, and he, as a freshman, like whenever he dressed up for home games, but all the away games they didn't take all the kids, so like he wasn't at any of the away games. And then after 1 year, I think he got into a little bit of trouble, and he ended up leaving there. So that was our best player. Was that? Luther Burden III, Missouri base auto. Red refractor of Trevor Etienne for Georgia, 55 Bowman. Wow, that looks awesome with the team color match. Georgia Bulldogs in this one. Troy Dub, nice hit, Troy. That's our, what, is that our second red of this case? I believe so. 4 out of 5. Trevor Etienne, 55 Bowman, non-autograph, red refractor, true red. 4 out of 5. Wow, that card looks awesome. Awesome. Love that. Texas State, $3.99. Buka, $2.75. Everett /99, green refractor auto, Georgia, getting some hits. 3 more boxes to go. Genty to 299 Boise. Mason Taylor, LSU green to 99. Bookend. No, 83 out of 99. I thought it was 99 out of 99. SC quarterback to 75, yellow refractor. Oklahoma State, 199 blue. Arnold, Kansas to 150. I don't know. I'm more of a college football guy, but I do need to look at the NFL slate. You like the Eagles over Baltimore tomorrow? What else do you like? I don't know. I don't even know who all plays for NFL. Probably look at it tomorrow morning, though. Base auto, Iowa. A&M refractor auto, 299. Donovan Smith to 99, Houston, green shimmer. Jimmy Horn Jr., 125. Taj Brooks to 375. Did Kelsey already surpass Gonzalez with the touchdowns? Touchdown record? Did that already happen? He's been one off for a while, but did he get it last week? Or this past, what was it, Friday? Steelers points, Cardinals points, Eagles points. Okay. Last box, fellas, last box. Williams, 299 Georgia. Cooley refractor autograph, 299 Liberty. Jade Knott, base autograph, Cal. Williams again, Georgia, this time gold shimmer to 50. Fletcher to 175 Miami. Nate Johnson, Vandy to 399 purple. That'll do it. Okay. recap coming up, and then that's going to be the end of the stream, boys and girls. $2024 Bowman Chrome U football full hobby case number 5. Again, we will have more Bowman Chrome U football next week. Hobby jumbo breaker delight. Thanks, man. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll feel better. ETN out of 5 red. Family wants to go to the movies tomorrow, so we'll see if I'm filling up for that. At the very least, I could just sleep. I usually sleep at the movies. The problem is we always go and it's some, you know, like kids movie. You know, obviously we've got 2 small kids, so it's usually some sort of kids movie, and I don't know. Not typically a big fan. So I end up falling asleep. We'll see if I'm filling up for it tomorrow. Ollie Gordon red, 2 running back reds. Try to eat a little bit. Yeah, Moana 2. Yep, Moana 2. Moana 2, the matinee. A little discounted ticket cost Sunday during the day. Not much of a discount, but I guess it's a little bit of a discount. Bowman Chrome number 5. Thanks, guys. Ugh. All right, getting this video posted up. Everybody have a great night. Appreciate you guys. Bowman draft getting posted up tomorrow at 9. Yeah, you got Dart Auto. I remember seeing. Yep, see you guys later. Appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much.